Now with sound. Hi, Keith here. I'm going to play Super Advanced Stratomatic. We're going to have the 2019 Rockies and the 2019 Washington Senators, two of my favorite teams. And we're going to do Super Advanced Stratomatic. So, first of all, it's going to be, because we're playing in Colorado, it's going to be the Nationals up. And I don't know if you can see that, but right there, that's going to be the lineup for the Washington Senators, I believe. That's the Rockies. Here's the lineup for the Washington Senators. All right, we got Robles in center, Soto in left, Rendon at third, Eaton in right, Dozier at second, Gomez catching, Trey Turner at short, Matt Adams at first base, and Patrick Corbin pitching. And the defense for the Rockies is going to be Tapia in left, Desmond in center, Blackmon in right, McMahon at second, Story at short, Ariando at third base, Murphy at first, Ionetta's catching, and John Gray will be the pitcher. So first up will be Matt Adams. I apologize for the camera. All right, here we go. All right, 5-4. So Adams is a lefty, 5-4, and Adams will be let's see, Matt Adams. Just gonna make sure I get this right. All right, we got the Nats, so that's going to be Victor Robles will be up first. And he will get a walk. Base on balls. All right, now the catcher is Chris Ionetta. He's a +2. So Robles is a 2-6, and he gets a jump. So the Rockies are going to hold him. So Robles will have to try to get his jump before he steals. And here's the roll. And 10. So he does not get a jump. And we'll go on to Juan Soto. Okay. We got a 1. So we got a 5-7 right-handed batter. And it's going to be a fly out to right field. F9. All right, now fly out to right field. Question mark. So let's go take a look and see what it says. I'm going to be going slowly now. All right, there we go. So Super Advanced Cutoff Rule. Fly. We got first and third, second and third. All right, so I don't see any rules from going from first to second base here. Student home. So I believe we're going to go on. Yep. All right. Run, stealing, holding, fly balls. Okay, so one run. Alright, so we're going to go on. Fly ball B for out. On such readings, if the caught fly ball is not the third out, a runner at third base does not automatically score. So the runner will stay at at first base. And we already wrote the Robles. So Soto was up. Soto was actually a lefty. So actually that would have been a ground ball 4-3. So I got to make sure I mark that a ground ball 4-3. Alrighty. And that's actually a double play. So that's going to be 4-6-3. And that's actually the 2 outs. So now we have 2 outs for the Nationals. And we got Anthony Rendon is up. 6-3, a righty. We got a ballpark check into right field. So on a 20, all right, I have on the sheet the ballpark calculations. There we go. Alright, so down here on a 20, it's going to be a line out. And since we have a right-handed batter, that's going to be a line out to the shortstop for the third out. And we've got that. Okay, so that takes care of the Washington Nationals. And we're going to the bottom of the first inning. And now up we will have the Colorado Rockies in Colorado. All right, so first up will be Trevor Story. Will be the first batter for the Colorado Rockies. And here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 1-6. Left-handed pitcher. That's a double for Trevor Story. So the lead runner is on first, second base. Now doesn't look like I'm gonna go for third base, so I'm not gonna. All right, so Raimel Tapia, and he's gonna be up. Here's the pitch. 4-8 lefty, strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Patrick Corbin. Next up will be Charlie Blackmon. Charlie Blackmon will be the next batter. Here's the windup and the pitch. 6-5 lefty, 6-5, and that will be a ground ball X play. So let's go and roll the dice. So here's my laminated chart. So the shortstop is Trey Turner. He's a 2 error 18. 2-4, G3, sharp sign. If the symbol is followed by sharp, then the following two situations use the S single 2. The infield is not in, and he's not being held. So that's going to be a ground out, a G3, and he's an 18. So it looks for shortstop 4, and I rolled on the dice a 16. And he's an 18 error, and that will be an E1. So now we go over here. The G3, E1, error, batter first, runners advance 1 base. So that will be an error on the shortstop. He bobbles the ball, and we'll have runners on first and third. Next up will be Nolan Ariando. Clean up there, first and third. So Blackmon doesn't have really great stealing, so they're not going to hold him, and they're going to have the infield at double play depth. Make sure I got my dice in. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 4-7, the righty, and that's a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Patrick Corbin. Next up will be Ian Desmond for the Rockies. Ian Desmond. And the pitch. 5-7, righty, and that's strike 3. So Patrick Corbin in the first inning gets 3 strikeouts. And we're going to go to the top of the second inning with no score. Now coming up to bat will be the Washington Nationals. And John Gray will pitch to Adam Eaton. 3-4, Gray's a righty. Fly ball to left field. 1 out. Next up will be Brian Dozier. Brian Dozier at the plate. Here's the roll. 1-8 against a right-handed pitcher. Dozier strikes out. Next up will be the catcher, Yan Gomez. Yan Gomez will be the catcher. Here's the windup and the pitch. 3-3. 3-3, a righty. And we'll go over here. So against the righty, 3-3. So triangle, we'll ignore that because we're playing super advanced, and it'll be a line out to shortstop, L6. And that's the third out for the Nationals. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning with no score. Now up will be, for the Rockies, will be Darryl Murphy. Darryl Murphy will be up for the Rockies. Daniel Murphy. 1-5. 1-5. Patrick Corbin is a lefty. That will be a strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts so far for Patrick Corbin. Next up will be Ryan McMahon. Ryan. 3-5. And against the lefty, that's going to be a single for the second base, McMahon. So he's singled. And Chris Ionetta's up. Are they going to hold McMahon? They're not going to hold McMahon. And Chris Ionetta's going to be up. 2-6. Lefty. And is it a clutch situation? We do not have 2 outs. So it will be a 5-4-3 double play. 4-3 double play. And that's no runs for the Rockies. So we're going to go now to the top of the third inning with no score. And John Gray is going to be pitching to Trey Turner. John Gray pitching to Trey Turner. 6-9. He is a righty. That will be a strikeout. Now up for the Nationals will be Matt Adams. Put 1 out. 4-11. The lefty will have a fly ball into left field, and we'll have a range check. Or next play. The left fielder, Tapia, is a 3-7. So we got an 18 on a 3. That will be F3. And he's an E7. And we rolled a 5. So that will be out. F7. 2 outs. Next up will be the pitcher, Patrick Corbin. Here's the windup. And here's the pitch. 3-6 against Gray, who's a righty. And that will be a ground ball, 6-3. For the third out for the Nationals. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the third inning now. And we're going to have at bat. We're going to have the pitcher, John Gray, and then the top of the order. So Patrick Corbin's pitching to John Gray. 5-4. Corbin, so John Gray is a WR, so John Gray's a right-hander. And 5-4, so he doesn't have power, but it will be a fly out to left field because John Gray doesn't have power anyways. So 1 out. And Trevor Story. Trevor Story's story in this game, he got a double in the first inning, lead off, and then he was stranded. 5-7 against a righty, strike 3. That is now 3, 4, 5 strikeouts for Patrick Corbin. Now, Ramil Tapia. is going to be up. And 3-9. 3-9 will be a triple. Arnold Priya will be on third base with 2 outs. And we'll have Charlie Blackmon and Nolan Ariando. The windup and the pitch. 1-7 against the lefty. Is this a clutch situation? Yes, it is. So we get a single. So Charlie Blackmon singles in Ramil Tapia because of that clutch rating right there. So the Rockies take a 1-0 lead. And now up will be Nolan Ariando. 1-7, lefty, 2. That will be a triple, another triple. A lot of extra base hits here. And that will bring home Blackmon. And that will make it 3-2 in favor of the Rockies. 3 extra base hits for the Rockies. 2 triples and a double. All right. So now Ian Desmond is up. So we got 3-10, lefty, ground ball to shortstop, 6-3 for the out. But 2 triples lead to 2 runs, along with some clutch hitting by Charlie Blackmon. And we go to the top of the 4th inning with the score: Rockies 2, Washington nothing. And here's John Gray. And here's Victor Robles. Victor Robles. All right. So here comes the pitch. So John Gray's pitching to Robles. 6-4. Righty. 6-4. And we have a ground ball to the shortstop. We have an X play to the shortstop. And shortstop is Stories at 110. So that will be G2. And he's a 10 error, and he's out. So that will be 6-3 on Victor Robles. Right. So next up will be Juan Soto. He grounded into a double play in the first inning. 3-6 against the righty, walk. So Juan Soto walks, and he's a star. So they are going to, he is going to be held by the Nationals on first base. And so Soto needs a 4 to get a jump. And we're not going to take the bat out of Rendon and Eaton's hands. So Rendon's going to hit. 2-8 is another walk. So we have a runner on first and second, only 1 out. And the cleanup hitter for the Nats is going to be up, Adam Eaton. John Gray is struggling a little bit. Adam Eaton, here's the pitch. 1-7. And looks like that could be a fly ball to center field. F8. And that will be 2 outs. And Brian Dozier will be up. Grace pitching to Dozier. 1-11. A single 1-3. So it's going to be a right-hander. 1-11. Hit by pitch ball that loads the bases up. Hit batter. So bases are loaded on the hit batter with 2 outs, and we have Yan Gomez who's going to be hitting. And here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6-7, righty. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, X play. So the second baseman is a 422. Second baseman is a 422. That will be a single, and the dice roll was an 8, so that will just be a single, and runners advance 2 bases, so that will score 2 runs, and that will tie the game. A single by Yan Gomez. Soto comes home, Rendon comes home, and Dozier goes to third. So the game is now tied at 2. Still top of the 4th, and Trey Turner will be up. Wind up and the pitch to Trey Turner. 6-7, a righty. Another chance for the second baseman. Can he redeem himself? Ryan McMahon did not have the range, and he allows another single. And let's look at his errors. 22, and the dice roll was 11, so that's just a single. But Ryan McMahon's lack of range is really hurting Colorado Rockies at this point. So now we have runners at first and third again. Nationals have taken a 3-2 lead. And now we have Matt Adams is up. Runners at first and second. Now they're going to hold Trey Turner at first base because he's a star 2-5. Trey Turner is a star 2-5, so they're going to hold him at first base. Trey Turner is going to try to get the jump. He needs a 2 through 5. And he gets the jump. All right. So now, to steal second, it's 19. Ionetta's +2. So 1 through 19, and it's a stolen base. And there you have it. Trey Turner has stolen second base. So you have a runner on second and third with 2 outs. Matt Adams is up for the Nationals. 5-6, lefty. 5-6, that is a single, and that will score 2 runs. 1, 2, that makes it 5-0. 5-2 in favor of the Nationals. Nationals are having a big inning here. Ryan McMahon range at second base has come up big, and he's allowed 2 singles. So I want to check on the starting pitcher. Please bear with me. I just want to check on starting pitcher endurance. 5 runs in any 1 inning. All right, so John Gray does not have his stuff at this moment. So John Gray is tired. Well, he just doesn't have it. So he's going to actually pitch to the pitcher. All right, even though he's tired. Hopefully we can get the pitcher out at least. 2-11, 4-3 for the final out. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th, and the Nationals have a 5-2 lead. And it looks like we're going to have a relief pitcher come in the 5th inning. All right, now up will be Daniel Murphy, Ryan McMahon, Chris Ionetta, and the pitcher's position. And Daniel Murphy, Patrick Corbin will pitch to Daniel Murphy. 4-8, lefty, strike 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts so far for Patrick Corbin. Now Ryan McMahon's up. 1 out. 1-7. He's a lefty. That's 4-3. That'll be 2 outs. And next up will be Chris Ionetta. And here's the pitch to Ionetta. 4-9, righty. He will walk. So now that brings up the pitcher's position. And we get pinch hitter. So coming in to pinch hit for the Colorado Rockies will be against the left-hander Corbin. Let's see who can hit for the Rockies. David Dahl. No, David Dahl is a lefty. I might not want to bring in a lefty. If I have a good righty. Let's see, we got Garen. Alright, I am bringing David Dahl in. Even if he's a lefty, he's still a good hitter. So David Dahl will pinch hit for Gray in fourth. Right, so I made the note, David Dahl pinch hits for Gray in the fourth. And I put the little A there in that position, although it looks like a 9. Alright, so David Dahl is going to be up. We got a runner on first. Chris Iannetta is not a threat to steal. 3, 4, 5, lefty pitcher, home run, David Dahl. So that makes it 4-5. So the Rockies cut the lead to 1. That was a good move, bringing in a pinch hitter there. David Dahl had 15 home runs on the season, so he does have power. So 2 outs for Trevor Story. 6-6 against the righty. And single, that will be a single. We got a runner on first. Corbin struggling a little bit. Now Trevor Story, they are going to hold him. Story's going to try to get the jump. It's 2 through 5, and he gets the jump. And he gets the jump. So it's 18. Holding. So it's 18. I got to figure out how holding works. Let's take a look. How does the pitcher hold ring work? I may be missing something here, but maybe not. Who knows? Let's just look at stealing. Alrighty. So I'm looking up stealing right now and seeing, okay. So they were holding him. So the first baseman's holding him. So that adds 1 to that fielder's range. Okay. So I just want to see how a catcher's okay, so that does affect it. So Corbin's a -2. Gomez is a -5. That means he only will steal 18 -5. 1 through 13. That was maybe a bad move, but let's see what happens. 13, he does steal second base. Barely. Alright, so we got a runner on second. Ramiel Tapia is up. Tapia. Raimel Tapia. Raimel. Alright, 5-9. That will be a strikeout for Patrick Corbin. That will be 3, 4, 5, 7 strikeouts. So we're going to the top of the 5th inning with the Nationals leading 5-4. Rockies will now bring in a relief pitcher for John Gray. I don't know the Rockies relief pitchers too well, but I'll find somebody who can come in there and pitch. So let's see who the Rockies can bring in to pinch. All right. Rockies do not exactly have a sizzling bench as far as pitchers are concerned. Chichi Gonzalez is coming in for John Gray. Gonzalez. Chichi Gonzalez is coming in for John Gray. And we'll have the top of the order up, Victor Robles in the 5th inning with the Nationals having a 1-run lead. All right, 10. So that's going to be a possible hit. So we're going to have to go to the park chart. And the pitcher's a righty. 1 through 19, so that will be a single. A single, and Victor Robles will go to first base on the single. So he is going to be held. Chichi Gonzalez is -3, Ionetta is +2, -3 plus 2 is -1, so it'll be 1 through, well, first we have to see if Robles gets a jump, 2 to 6, and he has a jump. He does not get the jump, so it doesn't matter. So now Juan Soto is going to be up, runner in first, nobody out. 5-8, a lefty. He's going to be flied out into center field. F8. Next up, Anthony Rendon. Rendon is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Here's the lineup and the pitch. 6-6. Rendon's a righty. And we got one. That will be a double by Rendon with 2 stars. So we'll have runners at second and third for Adam Eaton with only 1 out. And the windup and the pitch. 4-7 against the lefty, and that will be a ground ball B to the first baseman. So that will be, let's see, ground ball B to the first baseman. 4-3. I'm going to say the infield was in. So ground ball B with the infield in. Let's see what that says. Okay, so let's do it. So these are plays. Let's see if we have an infield in chart. Here we go. Infield in, second and third occupied, ground ball B. Batter safe, lead runners out, other runners advance a base. So they get Robles out, second baseman throws it to the catcher. Rendon goes to third, Dozier's on with the fielder's choice. So now we have first and third. I believe that was the third out. No. So Eden, no, that was Eden batting, okay. So Eden is on first base with the fielder's choice. Okay, go. So now Brian Dozier's up, runners at first and third. Here's the windup and the pitch. 2-5. 2-5 for Brian Dozier. 2-5, double 1 through 6, but it's not fly ball to right. It's fly ball to right field instead. So we're going to the top of the 6th inning here. Did I do a mistake? No, we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning here, and it's still 5-4 Rockies. Patrick Corbin is on the mound again, and the batter will be Charlie Blackman. Bottom of the 5th inning, Rockies are up, down by 1 run. 6-7, left-hander, ground ball, another chance for Brian Dozier now, second base, Brian Dozier. And Brian Dozier's a 3-8. So we got a 3-3. That'll be a short single. And then we got a 17. Second base 8, 17. That'll be an E1. So S1, E1, single and error, batter second, other runners advance 2 bases. So that'll be a single for Charlie Blackman, and that will be an E4, which will score the run and move Blackman to second base. Difficult day for the second baseman today. All right. So 1 out, we got Nolan Ariando is up. So 1, 2, Let's just gotta make sure that. Okay, so that. 1, 2, 3. Just want to make sure that I'm tracking right. So in the third inning, we got 1, 2, 3 outs. In the fourth inning, 3 outs. Alright. Okay, yeah, so Trevor Story. So Tapia actually struck out in there was only 2 outs in the last inning. And the third out would be Tapia with the strikeout. So actually a run didn't score. Right. And that will be a single, and Blackman will go to second base, E4. Alright. We got 2 runs. Okay, there you go. Alright, so there's the Dearly Bob right here. Okay. Alright, so take a look at the chart. So what happened? The last out was Tapia. Last inning he struck out. Over here, Charlie Blackman. I thought this was a continuation of this, but it's Charlie Blackman singled, and he goes to second base on an error by Brian Dozier. Okay. So now Nolan Ariando is up. No outs. Runner at second. The runner's Blackman. He's not going to be held. 5-5 for the right-hander, and that's going to be a double, and that's going to score Blackman. That's going to tie the game. So now we have a tie game at 5 each. Still nobody out. Patrick Corbin has given up 5 runs over 3 innings, which means doesn't necessarily have bad stuff. Ian Desmond is going to be up. 5-6 righty, and that's going to be 11, and that's going to be a double for Ian Desmond. A lot of extra base hits here. Now I gotta see if that knocks Corbin. If that means Corbin is tired and he has bad stuff. Right. 5 runs in any 1 innings, 6 runs in any 2 consecutive innings, which he hasn't done yet, or 7 runs in any 3 consecutive innings. So Corbin is still not tired. So now make the score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will give the Rockies a 6-5 lead, and Daniel Murphy is up. Corbin is struggling. Gotta say that. All right, 6-4. 6-4 is a ground ball to the shortstop. So the shortstop is 218. So let's see how Trey Turner does. Shortstop is 218. So 19 is G1 and 18. So that's going to be a G1 with the runner on second. So let's see what that says here. G1, this runner. If there's a runner on first, the batter hits a ground ball to the fielder who starts a double play. No run. The batter grounds out with the runners holding. Okay, so the batter grounds out. So it'll be 6-3, and there'll be 1 out. We still have a runner on second base. And now up will be Ryan McMahon. 6-11, strike 3. Big strike out there. Now there's 2 outs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 8th strikeout for Corbin. And we have Chris Ionetta is going to be up. Chris Ionetta's up. 2-9, a lefty. 16. That will be a double. Another extra base hit for Chris Ionetta. That will bring Desmond home, and that will knock Corbin out of the box. So Corbin is now fatigued and he has bad stuff, but again, he's going to try to get the pitcher out. 5-3. The pitcher is Chichi Gonzalez. He is a 1W right. 5-3. 9. That will be a fly out to left field for the third up. I do believe we've seen, so the Rockies get 3 runs, and they now lead 7-5. The Rockies now lead 7-5. And Washington is going to need another pitcher. So we have Chichi Gonzalez is now going to pitch to Yan Gomez. And here's the pitch. 6-8, right-hander, fly ball to center field, and 1 out. Trey Turner up. Here's the lineup and the pitch. 6-5, the righty. 6-5 is does Trey Turner have power? Let's take a look. No, well, he's facing a righty. Yes, he does. Home run, Trey Turner. Trey Turner, home run, that ties the game up. Well, that gives the Nats 6. They're down 7-6, so the Nats pull within 1 run. I gotta see the reliever rule. So under relief, Chichi Gonzalez is reliever 4 and can't close. So let's take a look. Let's see. Determined by the outs. A relieves pitcher, POW, is determined by outs. A reliever with a POW of 1, so his relief rating is 4. A reliever with a POW of 1 is immediately vulnerable to fatigue. 2 would be vulnerable after we record 3 outs. But what about... All right. Pitcher is a starter, must rest the number of days. Pitcher does not have a relief rank as a pitcher. So it's POW rating plus 2. So 4 would be 4 outs. So he has pitched 4 outs. So he's eligible to be tired. Three hits and or unintentional walks with recording an out. Okay. All right, so he's eligible to be fatigued, but he's not fatigued yet. All right. 2-6. That's a strikeout. Matt Adams strikes out. 2 outs. Now the pitching position is going to be up. And the Nationals are going to bring in a pinch hitter. So the pinch hitter for the Nationals against the righty is going to be... Trying to find somebody who can hit. Asdrubal Cabrera will pinch hit for Corbin in the top of the 6th. Cabrera. Pitch it for Corbin. Top of the 6th. So Asdrubal Carrera, pinch hit for Corbin in the top of the 6th. All right. And here's the windup and the pitch. We got 2 outs. 6-9. So he's a switch. He's going to be batting left, and he's going to walk. So Asdrubal Carrera walks. That. Okay. Stealing. No, he's not going to steal. All right. So Asdrubal Carrera is on first base. Now we have Victor Robles up with 2 outs. So Victor Robles is up with 2 outs and a run on first base. 2-6. 2-6 against Chichi Gonzalez, and that's a he hit him. Hit by pitch ball. So that will make runners at first and second. And Chichi Gonzalez is struggling. There's the windup and the pitch. 1-9. Strike 3. Gets out of the inning, only allowing 1 run. But I think you've seen the last of him. Those are his 2 innings. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Colorado Rockies have a 7-6 lead. What a game, what a game, what a game it is. Alright, so the Rockies need, so let's see what the bench is like for, let's see what the relief pitching is like for Washington. Probably a lot better than Colorado. Alright, I think it's going to be Tanner. Oh, Tanner Rainey is really short. I'm looking for a relief pitcher that can last a couple innings, maybe. There's relief 3, relief 1, relief 1, relief 1, relief 2, Javi Guerrera. Alright, Javi Guerrera is coming in. So, Javi Guerrera. Okay, so he's coming in and he's going to be pitching to Anthony Rendon. It's Juan Soto. So he's going to come in and he's going to be pitching to Anthony Rendon. There we go. All right. So Rendon is up. I got 4-7, and that will be a strike 3. Next up will be Adam Eaton. Adam Eaton is 0 for 3 in this game. 1-6 against a righty. He will walk. So runner on first. 1 out. Brian Dozier is up. They are going to hold Eaton, because Eaton is a star stealer. He has a star in front of the stealer rating. So here's the roll. 2-8 against for the righty, and that will be a line out to second base, L4. So we're going to have the 2 outs. We're going to have Yan Gomez up. And here's the lineup, and here's the pitch. 3-5. And that will be a strikeout for Yan Gomez. Okay. So 7th inning. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. So that was the 6th and 5th inning. I did it again. Alright, so Javi Guerrera is with Washington. Yan Gomez is with Washington. So I had Javi Guerrera pitch, and he pitched to his own team. Wow. Alright. That was a mistake. So I'm going to go back, and we're going to cancel that last inning out, because actually it was supposed to be the bottom of the 6th, and Colorado was supposed to be up. And I do apologize. Alright, so now we're going to have Trevor Story up. So, the last 3 outs didn't count. So Trevor Story is up. Javi Guerrero will pitch to Story, Tapia, and Blackman. 6-10, righty, ground ball to shortstop. The shortstop is Dozier. No, shortstop's Turner. He's a 218. 2-6, that's going to be a ground out. And he is an 18 error. And we got a 12, so that's going to be 6-3 for 1 out. There we go. Okay, now we're back on track. So now Tapia is going to be up. Tapia. Email Tapia. 2-6. Guerrero's a righty. That's going to be ground out 1-3. 2 outs. Charlie Blackman's going to be up. I'm going to make a note. Okay. So Charlie Blackman. And here's the pitch. He got a 6-6 lefty. Fly ball to left field. That's a 1-2-3 inning, which is rare in this game. So now we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Now it's going to be Rendon, Eaton, and Dozier. Chichi Gonzalez is going to have to come out. Well, he doesn't have to, but he is fatigued. So I need to find another pitcher for Colorado. So let's see who can pitch for Colorado. How about Jake McGee? Jake McGee is going to pitch for Colorado. Jake McGee. So Jake McGee is going to pitch for Colorado. We're in the top of the 7th. We have Rendon, Eaton, and Dozier up. Rendon, Eaton, and Dozier. There we go. All right. So we got 6-9, righty, 6-9. That's going to be a walk. So Anthony Rendon walks. Base on balls. So let's take a look at that. So Rendon walked, base on balls. And now we have, even though it's kind of hard to read, now we have Adam Eaton up with Rendon at first. Pitch 6-8 lefty, and that will be a short single. So now we have runners at first and second, nobody out, and now Brian Dozier is going to be up. Six, righty. That will be a single, which will tie the game. A single. That will bring Rendon home, and that will bring Eden to third. So we'll have runners at the corners, nobody out, and Yan Gomez up. And McGee, I believe, is already tired. Let's take a look. A reliever with a POW of 1 is immediately vulnerable to fatigue. He can reach his POW by yielding 3 hits and or unintentional walks without recording an out. A reliever with a POW of 2 would be vulnerable after he has recorded 3 outs. So that means that Jake McGee is vulnerable. Well, is he actually tired? That's the question. So he's actually, he doesn't have it. So he does not have it. So he's at a point of weakness. So those 3 consecutive base runners brings Jake McGee to a point of weakness. 3-5, lefty, strike 3, 1 out. Yeah, and now Trey Turner's up. The runners at the corners, 1 out. And 3-6, and we got lefty, and that's going to be a strikeout. And now Matt Adams is going to be up. 5-2, fly ball to right field, 3 outs. So we're at the 7th inning stretch. We have a 7-7 game here. A lot of scoring, a lot of pitching changes, some mediocre defense in the infield. So for the Rockies, we're going to have Nolan Ariando, Ian Desmond, and Daniel Murphy. And Javi Guerrera, this is his 2nd inning pitching. 2-8. 2-8, righty pop out to shortstop. P6, 1 out. Ian Desmond is going to be up. 1 out. 5-4, righty. That's going to be a single, because that's a park check, and the park is a single 1 through 19. So Ian Desmond singles on a ballpark single. And Daniel Murphy will be up, runner on first. Desmond, they're not holding Desmond. And here we go. 4-6. The pitcher's a right, the hitter's a lefty. 4-6, 15. That's a 2-base. That's a long single, so we'll have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Ryan McMahon's up. 4-9, righty, pop out to second base. Tie game at 7. Chris Ionnet is up. 3-8 against Guerrera, who's a righty. That's strike 3. Guerrera gets out of it. So, in spite of getting runners at first and second with nobody out, with only 1 out, Colorado can't take advantage, and the score is now still 7-7. So now we're going to the top of the 8th inning. Top of the 8th inning, the pitching position is going to be up. So the pitcher is Jake McGee. There's Jake McGee. Jake McGee's the pitcher for the Colorado Rockies, and he's going to be facing the pitching position. But because the Nats are going to go with a pitching change, we're going to have a pinch hitter. And who's going to be the pinch hitter for Washington? The pinch hitter for Washington is going to be Howie Kendrick. So that's B. And that'll be Howie Kendrick pitch hitting for Guerrera in 8th. And here's the lineup. 7-7 game, top of the 8th. 2-11. Left-handed pitcher, fly out to center field. 1 out. Next up will be top of the order, Victor Robles. Victor Robles is up, 1 out. Four, 7, strike 3. That's 2 outs. Juan Soto's going to be up for the Washington Nationals. 5-6 lefty. 5-6, that was a 20. And that will be a fly ball to left field. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. We have a 7-7 score. Alright. So we don't have a closer situation yet. So we have to see who Washington is going to bring in as a relief pitcher. Let's see. I guess Fernando Rooney is going to come in and pitch for Washington. Fernando Rooney's coming in to pitch for Washington. And he's facing the Rockies pitching position. The Rockies are going to bring in a pinch hitter. And the Rockies are going to bring in... Let's go to Rocky here. The Rockies are going to bring in, once I find the Rockies. So here's Rockies. Let's see who they can have pinch hits. How about Tony Walters? So Tony Walters will pinch hit for Gonzalez in 9th. Alright, Tony Walters is up. 7-7 game, Walters is up. 4-10. 4-10 is a catcher's X play. We have a catcher's X play. Find the catcher. Here we are, catcher. And it's a catcher's X chart. The catcher's Yan Gomez. He's a 2-1. Catcher 2-10. It's a PF. He's a 1. What's a PF? Nobody on. With runners on base. All runners advance, 1 base. So there's nobody on. The batter swings and misses the pitch because he is awarded first base when catcher's interference. Alright, so that's going to be, I guess, catcher's interference. So what was it? Make a note of that. Awarded first base on catcher's interference. All right, so the lead runner's on. And next up will be Trevor's Story. So Walters does not have the capability to steal. So Trevor's Story is going to be up for the Rockies. Alrighty. 6-9. So Story's a righty. 6-9 walk. So Story walks. We'll have runners at first and second. And Tapia is up. Actually, I'm looking at that and it says, if pass ball does not occur, then batter gets this case. So foul out to catcher. So that wasn't catcher's interference because he wasn't throwing to get a base runner out. So that'll be pop P2. So Trevor's Story will be up. So Trevor's Story will be on first base. So that's the situation we have here. So pop 2, catcher, and Trevor Story's on first base. He will be held. Story is going to try to get a lead and steal 12. All right, so he does not get the lead. Now Tapia is up, and my oh my, I'm considering hit and run. I'm considering hit and run just because. Hit and run, hit and run. With the infield or corners in, or runner held on base, refer to the previous letters of the chart. So yeah, so we're going to go, because he's a C normally, he's going to become a B because the runner is being held. And we're going to do a hit and run play. And we got 10. 10 is a pop out to the second base. So it was worth a shot because they were holding him. And he becomes a B hit and run rating because Story was being held. But now we have Charlie Blackmon. And let's see if I can do a hit and run again. We're going to try a hit and run again just to make sure we get how it works. So, C, he becomes a B because the runner's being held. 1, 2, or 3, this is where we read the batter from. 4, 5, or 6, we read it off the pitcher. So we read it off this chart right here. So we read it off this chart. B5, that is a hit and run, that is a single. So a single on a hit and run. We have runners at first and third. Good play. And now Nolan Ariando is up. So Nolan Ariando is up. Tapia is at first base. They are holding him. We're going to try the hit and run again. So we're going to make the hit and run again. So again, hit and run C becomes B. And 6, so that's going to be on the pitcher's card. So we got 6, 5, right-handed batter. That's going to be a double. So let's just check this. Strikeout, walk, single, or double. Okay, so the double becomes double, and runners advance, score 2 bases. So Ariano, so that will bring in 2 runs. Hit and run in Stratomatic is very, very powerful if you know how to use it right. In the Super Advanced, I don't know about the other layers, but in the Super Advanced, hit and run is powerful. So we got 9, so we have a 9-7 lead here. 2 outs. Rooney's going to come out. He just doesn't have it. So Rooney comes out. We need another pitcher for Washington. Rooney comes out, And another pitcher for Washington. Washington, will your pitcher be? Washington. Let's see. How about Wander Suero? Wander Suero. All right. So 2 outs. Runner on second base. Ian Desmond is up. 3-3. A right-handed ground ball, 4-3, and that's it. So 2 big runs for Washington. For the Colorado Rockies, we're going to the top of the 9th. The Nationals are going to be up, and they're down 9-7 to the Colorado Rockies. So we're going to have for the Nationals, we're going to have Rendon, Eaton, and Dozier are going to be up. We're going to have the closer come in for the Colorado Rockies. I have to find out who that is. I'm just learning the teams, folks. So let's see who has a lot of saves for the Rockies. These are my starters. These are my starters. Diaz, Oberg. Diaz and Oberg both have 5 saves. I guess it's Wade Davis. Oh, Wade Davis, but he has an ERA of 8.65. I guess Oberg, and Oberg can pitch because he does have a closer rating. So, yeah. Okay, so Scott Oberg is going to come in and he's going to try to close the game out for the Rockies. Scott Oberg. Yeah. Okay. So now up for the Nats will be Rendon, Eaton, and Dozier. So can Scott Oberg get the save? Now let's see if there's a special to the closers coming in. Closer roll. Number of outs a pitcher can maintain his effectiveness. So Oberg can maintain his effectiveness. So it's not a closer situation. That's 9th inning or later, and the tying run is on base or at bat. So it's not a closer situation right now. But if a runner comes in, if a runner gets on base, it will become a closer situation. But it's not yet. But Oberg. So let's roll these dice. 1-4. So 1-4, the righty, and that will be a ground ball back to Oberg. 1-3, 1 out. Now, if there's a 1-run lead, then we're talking. But Adam Eaton is up. Eaton in this game is 1-for-4. 2-6, righty, ground ball, 6-3. Let's take a look at that little cross between the front of the thing. Zoom. Okay, so infield isn't in, otherwise that would have been a single. All right. So Eaton's out 6-3. Dozier's up. This is for the game. If Oberg can get this out here, Rockies have a 9-7 victory. And we got 4-7 walk. So Brian Dozier keeps the hope alive. He walks. That will bring up Yan Gomez. Yan Gomez will be up. Home run here could tie it. 2-5, righty, and that will be a double. Runners advance 2 bases. So We got runners at second and third, 2 outs. A single here will tie it. Trey Turner is up. Do you want to walk Trey Turner here and load the bases? Yes, we are going to walk Trey Turner. So Trey Turner gets the intentional base on balls. He goes to first. Matt Adams is up. The Nats are going to look. Let's see who we have on the Nats bench. The Nats may bring in a pinch hitter. And here's Washington. So that's the Nats. Where are we? The Washington team. The team from Washington. Colorado. Washington, we need your pinch hitter. Alright, here we go. We got how about Kurt Suzuki? We'll try Kurt Suzuki. Will pinch hit for Matt Adams. He's a righty. Will he be better than Adams? Be better than him? No, Adams is will be better. So we got Gerardo Parra. Let's see, would he be better? No, he wouldn't be better. Alright, so we're going to have Matt Adams hit because there's not much on the Washington bench now. So here's the windup and the pitch. Oberg 1-6. And we have a righty. And we have a 20. Otherwise it would have been a home run. Fly ball to left field. That is the game. The final score here in Colorado is the Nationals 7, the Rockies 9. Key hit and run situations in the 8th inning twice resulted in 2 hits for the Colorado Rockies. Now, so let's go and let's count the number of hits for the Rockies. The Rockies had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hits. I believe they had 2 errors. How many errors did they have? They actually didn't have any errors, but they did have some bad play by the second baseman. So no errors for the Rockies. And the Nationals had 1 error, 2 errors, an error by the second baseman and the shortstop. And the Nationals got how many hits? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits. The Nationals had 3 extra base hits. The Rockies had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Rockies actually had 8 extra base hits, so that was the story. It's some timely hit and run plays for the Rockies and some 8 extra base hits. It's been a great game. Thank you. I hope to do more SuAdv in the future. I'm also going to do lots of things from other systems. Thank you very much, folks. Bye-bye.